This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Mr. Roberto coming to you once again from Winnipeg outside the Princess Auto Stadium. As you can see, I made it very clear today. And we got plenty of CFL later in the show, but we got to start on the ice. And while the Edmonton Oilers came into the season as one of the Cup favorites, they felt a little bit more like the Edmonton Turmoilers. Edmonton is coming off a bizarre win over the Jackets that saw Evan Bouchard get benched for nearly half the first period. The Oilers got booed off of home ice after the second, and then Connor McDavid absolutely took over in the third, which is perhaps one of the most skillful things he's ever done on the ice. An absolute ankle breaker. He scored 2 gorgeous goals to help Edmonton get an overtime win. And that game, if anything, is a microcosm of their season. We here at TSN really appreciate a good turning point. And could that third period comeback mark a turning point for the Edmonton season? Well, they have to stop giving up so many goals. As 61 goals a game so far this year, it's tied for the 5th worst in the entire NHL. In fact, there are way too many Canadian teams on here. Get this graphic out of here. In other words, goaltending continues to be a major issue for the Oilers, with Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard combining for a league worst save percentage. Now tonight the Oilers will play a team that could not be more opposite than them in the Flyers. The Flyers have allowed the second least goals in the NHL, while also taking the fewest shots of any team. In fact, the Flyers have taken 109 less shots than the Oilers this season, while giving up 20 fewer goals, which is an absolute wild number to hear. That many less shots? Are you kidding me? In a nutshell, we have a team that plays in ultra high scoring games against a team that plays ultra low scoring games, which could make for absolute fireworks tonight. To the CFL now, and we're just 4 days away from the Grey Cup, which is very exciting for someone who gets here a week before the Grey Cup to see the city start to come alive day by day before the big party. But in the beginning of the week, it's a little bit slower, so that means I get to sit down and really enjoy dinner. We went to this place called 529 Wellington last night. I wanted a nice steakhouse, found it, one of the best in Winnipeg. One of the perks of a week like this is the access we get. Like yesterday when I had a moment to chat with Alouette's quarterback, Davis Alexander. You are our perfect 13-0 in start. So I gotta ask, are you ever gonna lose, my guy?
I'm not trying to lose ever. I hope not, but of course, got to win this one.
How much does that number motivate you to get to a perfect 14-0 to end the Grey Cup?
14-0 would be amazing. Of course, it's all about just coming home with the cup and celebrating in Montreal.
I have to say I'm from Saskatchewan.
Okay.
So, and Saski fans can be a little much.
That's good.
I know they'll be flooding this area. Do you fear them at all?
I don't fear them. I think they're a really passionate fan base. I know I'm going to hear it from them, and I love it. I think it'll be amazing. It'll be great for the game. It's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere. We'll be ready. I'm
so excited. Good luck out there.
Thank you so much.
And honestly, he was a nice fella. I didn't get any of the trash talking everyone's been talking about. Now, he wasn't the only one I had a chance to speak with. Also had some time with AJ Allen of the Riders. And we talked about how there's no comparison to just how diehard Saski fans are. Now, I know you're from Ontario, but I think it's important that we say something nice about Saskatchewan.
The people are incredible. The stadium's amazing. The team is awesome. And the people are incredible. I'll say it twice because I love them over there. Rider Nation, I love y'all.
You've experienced fans from across the league, obviously. What makes Saskatchewan fans so special?
I got recognized in Walmart.
Oh.
Yeah, who does that? That's awesome. That doesn't happen nowhere else. That doesn't happen nowhere else. I go to the airport. I see people wearing Rider hats, sweaters. I see Rider license plates. I go home on the Toronto flight, and everybody's got your Maple Leafs, your Raptors, yada yada yada. Ain't no one else doing it like them in Rider Nation, man. Ain't nobody.
Well, being from Saskatchewan, you're kind of all we have. Okay, so do you feel the pressure of that?
I don't believe in pressure. It's against my religion. No, I don't feel the pressure. It's a privilege. It's an honor. Put the weight on us. We live for a reason, right? So I love it.
Notably, Saskatchewan fans and Winnipeg fans can't stand each other. Okay, so you're playing in their house now. Are you gonna sage the stadium? What are you gonna do for your fans?
We gonna whoop butt.
Oh.
And we just gonna kick their butt. That's what we're gonna do. Other things that came through across my mind, but I can't say them.
We can bleep it out.
I hate everything in blue. I hate the letter W.
I'm wearing blue.
So yeah, that's how I feel. This rivalry is real, and I hate them. Good people, I hate them though. I hate the fans. I hate the stadium. I hate the city. But here I am. I get to win a Grey Cup and come back here. Please beep this on us out.
I know you can tell from my reaction, I was genuinely surprised that was his response. Like, he got recognized in a Walmart. I guess, yeah, sure, that's something. That's something special. I didn't just talk to him, of course. I did speak with a lot more of my Sasky boys. You will get more of that later on the show, but also TSN's Instagram. You can watch the 112th Grey Cup Sunday on TSN, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Once again, joined by my favorites, Luca and Puck. We're going to talk a little CFL, obviously, because that's what we're doing here in the PEG. We have to talk about these two teams and the matchup, because we're going against one of the best offenses or defenses in the CFL, as you would say, with the Saskatchewan Roughriders, right?
Yeah, Sasky's got one of the best defenses. Montreal's got one of the best offenses. I think Sasky has the edge personally, just mainly because of Davis Alexander's health. We don't know how healthy he's going to be. His legs are a big part of his game, and that's a big reason why they beat Hamilton. So if he's not at 100%, I think the Sasky defense, which has proven to be one of the best defenses since Corey Mace got to Saskatchewan, I'm going with them.
I feel as though, Thomas, you must counter this point.
Yeah, and I understand that's been a big talking point. Davis Alexander's inability to potentially use his legs, it's been a big part of his game. But I actually think when you look at the Alouettes and all the weapons they have, Tyson Philpott, Austin Mack, Tyler Sneed, Charleston Rambo, who made a big game-winning play in the East Final, I actually think that he doesn't really necessarily need to use his legs, and they'll be okay if he just sits in the pocket, distributes the football at a very high level. I think Montreal's just got too many weapons for the Rough Riders to kind of contain in this one.
Now, we're going to talk about you guys, because I know you love to talk about yourselves the most. Today's media day, so what do you have planned?
We've got a couple things planned. I mean, one is involving a tape measure.
Okay.
And another one is involving tape. Coaches are always saying, check the tape, check the tape. Well, we're checking the tape on our two former coaches, Jason Moss and Corey Mace, who used to play in the CFL. We've scoured the archives, cut together their old film, and we're going to show their players to see if they're, practicing what they're preaching.
Yeah, maybe they could learn something from
Yeah.
Jason Moss in the weight room.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
All right, we will promo that, of course, here to watch on TSN's YouTube. We'll see you in there, boys.
See ya.
See ya.
Thanks to the magic of editing, I'm now back outside. And honestly, it was much warmer in there in one of the suites. Dang. That's it for me today. We'll start back tomorrow at 3 Eastern. No Pacific! From who knows where, but somewhere in the PEG. We'll see you then.